Hope you enjoyed the BRB. We have a very special ren'py game to play here. So I already have otato-VT scene set up for ren'py. I'm just gonna use that, but this isn't really an otato-VT, so don't mind me. I'm just being lazy. This is gonna be painful, chat. I want you guys to know that right now. Oh, the sound just gave it away, didn't it? I don't even know. You know, sometimes we have to suffer, and I fear. So sometimes we can't all be good. Sometimes we have endless trash. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is now this is Shadow's Valentine's on itch.io, but here it's on the bottom. You can see it's called Shadow Dating Simulator. Info. Welcome to my first and a half visual novel. I hope the volume isn't too low or too high. Actually, it might just be my first official one. In this game, it's pretty cut and dry. Take Shadow on a date and ask him to be your Valentine. I mean, Shadow's looking a little off model here, right? This is a non-standard Shadow for a non-standard game. All right, this is 1.0. You gotta love that. Okay. It's that time again where you must teach a certain hedgehog about that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's up to you to show him the meaning of true love. Valentine's Day is near, after all. Tell me, dear, who do you see yourself being? A cunning hero, a sly thief, a passionate fortune, or someone new? Chat? I don't think I like some of these options. In fact, I definitely don't like this option here. I don't... I'm assuming this one's like a self-insert. A sly thief has to be Rouge, absolutely. A passionate fortune. I'm assuming that's gonna be Amy because she likes fortune telling. A cunning hero. Chat. That's Sonic. We're cooked. What? I'm gonna leave it. First person to put an option in chat. That's the one we're going with first. If we, you know, first implies we're doing more. However, you know, we might not do. Depends on how this goes. It's up to you guys, or it's up to one guy. I'm closing my eyes as I do that. How are you gonna close your eyes and type in chat what you want to do? Two? All right. You're going safe. All right. All right. Sly thief it is. The sly thief, huh? You two will be well acquainted. I'm sure he'll love a pretty face around. Are you fine with this choice? If not, you'll have to go back. Now that this mysterious hedgehog has someone to talk to, let's see what he's up to. Oh, before you go, remember this. Avoid choosing answers that looks like something he won't like. Not everything is obvious. Well, so long. Let's go make this hedgehog happy. Oh my god, this background. It was a sunny day in the fields of green. I don't like this. You just flew from a wild heist in Emerald City. Wait, isn't that in Wizard of Oz? Maybe flying so far wasn't the most convenient idea, but anything's better than getting caught. Alright, I don't even know how to sound like Rouge, right? What does Rouge sound like? No, see, like I'm thinking of the voice, right? And I'm like, no, that's just like that's like a shitty accent. I don't know what does Rouge sound like? And she's like, "Haw!" No, not really, right? What does Rouge sound like? Sonic Rouge voice actor? What does she sound like? Latinas? How do I sound like a Latina?
All this for what? Nothing?
All this for... Okay, I guess she talks like this. Fine, we'll just do that, right? What suckers? Only a fool would think to outbest me. Rouge with her newfound treasures purred in delight. This has to be her most valuable find yet. She could probably get a bite to eat with this. As if on Que? That's not Q because it's missing a U and an E. So, you know, this wasn't proofread at all, by the way. No surprise here. Her stomach growled. Rouge held her stomach instinctively as her expression changed to be embarrassed. Wow, I'm so embarrassed I'm hungry. Well, what timing. I suppose it's about time to eat. Rouge spreads her wings to fly just above the ground. After a couple miles, she spots something. Something black and red, in fact. Oh, it's Shadow. He was relaxing under a tree. He wasn't moving, so Rouge thought he might be taking one of those power naps. No time like now to disturb him, but he looks so peaceful. Should Rouge really bug him? What does she do? Oh, you know, shake him awake, obviously, right? I don't know. I don't know which one he'd dislike more. I wouldn't like either of these if someone was waking me up. Okay, let's just go nuclear. Rouge landed next to him with a gentle grace. This doesn't wake him up yet. As she bent over, Rouge gave Shadow a gentle kiss on the cheek. The warmth from her lips stirs him awake as he opens his eyes. Huh? What are you doing? Waking up Sleeping Beauty, of course. Shadow's muzzle threatened to turn pink, but his pride was too great as he faced away from her. Rouge chuckled. Humph. I want to sleep in peace. You sure you don't want to grab a bite to eat first? I just obtained a hefty sum of money. Stolen? Maybe. Shadow sighed, however, looked to be in thought. He probably came all the way out here without thinking of food. Rouge sensed his hesitance and pulled him up anyway from the shade of the tree. What? You are always such a stubborn man. Come on, Shadow. Let's go get something to eat. With the tug of his arm, Rouge pulled the grumpy Mobian away as he surprisingly allowed her to. Now this is more my style. Oh, my fancy restaurant. A bit flashy for my taste. Shadow and Rouge ended up in a fancy restaurant. It wasn't too full, so it was easy to reserve a seat. They sat down after a waiter placed them to their rightful spot. Rouge looked at Shadow as he was far more interested in the menu. He should probably think of something to talk about. What topic should Rouge start with? Who the fuck is Rascal? How is Rascal? Who the fuck is Rascal? And why would Shadow give a shit? Ask about him. So, what were you doing out there all alone, handsome? I was resting after accomplishing my mission from Gun. I'm surprised you accepted at all. I can barely get you to go shopping with me. Image Shadow smirk not found. Amazing. the quality ever. You pee loud as shit. That's pretty cool. You pee loud as shit. That's pretty cool. For a moment, Rouge thought she saw a smirk play on Shadow's lips. No, it wasn't found, but it disappeared as soon as she blinked. I'm pissing. Leave me alone. What did they ask you to do now? Oh, now I'm curious. I was tasked to eliminate some potential threats to their system. Of course, I did it with ease. Because he went to I had to eliminate threats to the Sabrina Carpenter concert. Fuck. I almost said contest. Rouge chuckled. He was always the straight-to-the-point guy. That's our Shadow. If no one can do it, you definitely can. Good grief. Despite his words, Shadow looked much better than before. The waiter from earlier eventually came back. Would you two like to order? I don't know. That's the waiter. I'm ready to go, I guess. Great. What would you like today? Shadow and Rouge both looked at the menus in front of them. There were plenty of options. She glanced at him, only to see he was struggling to pick a food. Rouge would have to order for them. We will get burritos and salads. Oh, because he loves Latinas. Spiral roast and rice balls before Shadow pick. Burritos and salads, absolutely. We'll have the burrito blast and the sumptuous salad. Shadow looks pleased that Rouge picked for him, and something he was familiar with. See, the Latinas angle worked. Sounds acceptable. Okay, I'll bring you out your food in just a moment. It would take about 20 minutes for the food to be ready. It came out nice and hot and looked delicious. Burritos. Ooh, this looks nice. Thank you. Shadow smirk enough. I like how it's just stuck up there. No matter what she or he picked, Shadow ate it anyway. Rouge ate her share without much trouble. The rest of the evening was quiet, but it was comfortable. Eventually, Shadow and Rouge finished their meals and started to head out. Rouge was stopped by the door. Huh? What's wrong? Sorry, ma'am, but it seems the money you used wasn't paid in full. You are missing a couple ones. If you don't pay, you'll be spending the rest of the evening working for us. What? Looks like Rouge is in a tight spot. Thankfully, Shadow likes her enough to help her. I got it. He pulls out a wallet from go knows where to pull out a couple ones. The waiter takes it kindly. Thank you for your cooperation. Hope to see you again soon. We'll take it out of your tip. The two of them walk out. Thank God for Shadow. You know, how come, like, okay. So this is what bugs me about Sonic. Okay. So, like, all of the female characters were close, right? I mean, that's fine, right? I'm not bothered by that. What bothers me is that none of the male characters were any close. At least nothing like, oh, they're all freeballing, right? They're all, like, hanging out, right? Like, I guess, like, Charmy wears a jacket, right? But, I mean, you know, like, none of the female characters, like have their like, their bits out, right? Right? Their bits are covered, right? Which makes sense. So how come literally, like, how come none of the male characters were like pants? Isn't that like a weird, like, kind of dimorphism there? Boobs, balls, no boobs. It's just weird. It's like, once you, like, think about it, you're like, oh my god. So, like, they wear clothes. Some of them wear clothes, but, like, now you're just looking, you're like, all the male characters are buck naked. But what gives? Thank you, Shadow. I honestly thought I had enough. It's fine. Thanks for the dinner. It was well into the night now. Seems Rouge spent the whole day with Shadow. What a score. Shadow seems to be in a good mood. He was well fed after all. The burritos reminded him of his Latinas. What do you plan to do with him now? Take him home, obviously. Shadow doesn't look comfortable enough to have Rouge take him home yet. Oh, okay. That's enough for today. I had a good time tonight. Thanks for coming out with me. No problem. There was more silence between the two. Rouge looked apprehensive. So, Shadow, before you go, I want to ask you something. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Do you think you can be my Valentines? Shadow stares at Rouge for a long time, his silence practically killing her. Maybe next time. This is the end for now. This is only a demo, I think. It'll be updated and upgraded as time goes on. Would you like to pick another character? Yes. Okay. It me take you back. Alright, we'll okay. Alright, we'll go with the Amy one. A passionate fortune. It should be nice to have someone who sees the good in him around. Are you fine with this choice? If not, you'll have to go back. Now that this mysterious hedgehog is someone to talk to, let's see what he's up to. It was a sunny day in the fields of Green Hill. Okay, so starts the same. You just finished babysitting Cream. She's a cute rabbit, but you never believe how much trouble she can be. Amy's like kind of nasally, right? Like, Vanella's so kind. I can't wait to see Cream again. I wonder what I can do now. Amy looked in her coin purse to see if she had enough to go to a cat, right? Sonic! Alright, that's what she sounds like. She had enough to go to a cafe a couple towns from here. Turns out she does. Why you disrespect the OG? No, that's like her voice, right? She kind of has like a nasally voice. I'm not trying to be mean. Awesome! I have just enough. I could even try out that new parfait that came out. I can't wait. As Amy walked with her hand on her cheek, she thought of all the sweets she could eat. Of course, strawberry shortcake is obvious, but having soft serve isn't bad either. However, as she walked past some trees, she saw something familiar. Something black and red, in fact. Oh, it's Shadow. He was relaxing under a tree. He wasn't moving, so Amy thought he might be resting after a long walk too. No time like now to disturb him, but he looked so peaceful. Should Amy really talk to him? What does she do? Tap him with the hammer? Amy didn't want any funny business happening to her. She had to be careful around him. With not so much grace of a lady, she pulled out her hammer and tapped the top of his head with it. She didn't take into account the force she was using. Shadow's eyes snapped open. He didn't look too happy. Amy, what are you doing? Oops, sorry, Shadow. Have you no manners? What do you want? Shadow got up from his spot on the tree and created some distance from Amy. Amy looked at him with sad eyes. He didn't care to look as he dusted off his shoulder. That's not very ladylike of you, Amy. No need to be so rude. I was only going to offer to eat. There's this place I've been wanting to try. Shadow crossed his arms. Might as well after the trouble you've caused. Amy sighed as she motioned for him to follow, more hungry than before. Hope you had a decent day today, Tater. It's been a pretty good day. And before I started playing this. Amy sighed as she motioned him to follow, more hungry than before. Shadow surprisingly complied as they walked away from Green Hill. Yeah, this has been a... I'm dreading the final path where we'll be taking for this. Ah, this place is so cute. I feel out of place. Like I'm at a Sabrina Carpenter concert. Shadow and Amy eventually ended up at the new cafe. It was cutely named Pom Pom Parfaits and Cakes. Could the name really get any sweeter? Amy, with a skip and a hop, walked over to the display cases to see various desserts and cakes, all for her to view. She was practically pressing on the glass, her eyes wide and sparkly somehow. Shadow, come look at this! This one looks exactly like you! Shadow walked over to Amy to see what she could mean. And sure enough, there was a cupcake that looked exactly like him. I guess you are a celebrity after all. Amy could see his uneasiness and blocked his view. I went to a nice dinner date last night, place, and people looked a bit too corporate bougie for my taste, but the food was pricey for a reason. It was really, really good. That's the problem, right? Is like, when you go to like a nice restaurant, if you're not like a corpo rat, right? Or like, you know, some rich kid, right? You're gonna feel like out of place, right? I mean, I hope you at least had like some nice clothes so you could like enjoy your night out or anything like that, right? Like, you don't want to like... Also, I can't believe I'm such a coomer that I can detect a ren'py game instantly. Don't worry, we play enough ren'py games on this stream that we instantly know what a ren'py game is. You know, as long as you're feeling spiffy, right? And you know, you're with whoever's important, right? No reason your little dinner date can't always be enjoyable. I'm glad to hear it was nice. I mean, what kind of restaurant was it? Like a steakhouse, some fancy crazy food. I don't know. I think I had a pretty delicious outfit on the date. Oh well, you know, fucking, you know, gotta rock that fit for the Valentine's Day. Time to talk about something else to get off his mind. What top should Amy start with? Well, Amy would want to talk about Sonic, clearly. His rivalry with Sonic. So, what is your hatred for Sonic? I don't hate him. I don't like him either. He gets in my way. He isn't much of a rival, and he is an annoyance. You ever think you could talk it with him? I don't feel like talking to that annoying hedgehog. Amy didn't like the way Shadow was name-calling Sonic. Well, I think they repurposed a greenhouse for the inside of the restaurant. Oh, that's kind of neat, honestly. That sounds like... I don't know. That sounds weird enough for me to, like, enjoy it. Shadow? Maybe tell him to stay out of my way. Maybe then we'll talk. Plus, they had, like, one of those island-type bars. Ooh. So, like, it's like a... kind of like a circle everyone could sit around. By the time they were done talking, a maid came around to check on them. Hello, welcome to Pom Pom Parfaits and Cakes. Do you want me to seat you and take your order? Oh yeah, of course. Sure. The maid kindly sat the two down and placed 2 cute menus for them to look at. Amy felt slightly embarrassed. This could look like a date. Is it? He looks at Shadow as he's focused on the menus. Thank you. So, what would you like to order today? Shadow didn't look too interested in ordering. Looks like Amy has to. Definitely a coffee and a cake. We all know Shadow's love for coffee beans. I'll have a strawberry shortcake and 2 coffees. I'll have mine black. Please. I want mine sweet, but not too sweet. Shadow looked very pleased with this selection. Okay, I can certainly get that for you. God damn, I keep right-clicking on accident. The maid went to the back of the counter and past the double doors leading to the kitchen. Amy played with her quills as Shadow looked outside. He looked nice. Amy wasn't the type to really go after Shadow. She would normally leave that up to Rouge or something. But she sees the appeal. He's always been nice to her, and all she does is mistake him for Sonic and sometimes ask him to hold her things. Or hold her things. Not hold her things. She should be more nicer to him. I'm loving the grammar in this ren'py. Oh, it's the best. Shadow doesn't notice anything wrong with Amy, and he just do his own thing with the window. The maid eventually came back with the selection. It looks good, no matter what you picked. Here you are. I hope you enjoy our food at Pom Puff. Oh wow, this looks great. I'll definitely come back here. This is so good. Don't you think, Shadow? It's acceptable. Amy spent the rest of the remaining morning with Shadow. He seemed to not mind it. She supposed he had nothing better to do that day. Food was yummy. She always had a sweet tooth, so anything tasted good in her eyes. Shadow enjoyed his selection. Wasting what was brought for you is rude, after all. Oh, well, couldn't you just go to the bar? Oh, you couldn't just go to the bar and order since waiters took care of orders, and I guess the mixologist area was an island. You see him going crazy with the shaking, and the glass were all hung up on top of the bar. Oh, that's cool. So they were kind of like going all over the place, like mixing drinks and doing cool things. I don't know. Like a little show. By the end of it, Amy left the money in the check that eventually came by. As they were leaving, they were stopping. Check, please. She looked slightly nervous. Oh, sorry, I just have to ask. Are you really Shadow the Hedgehog? I'm a big fan of you. Oh no. Was she the one that made the cupcakes? I admire all your work. You're such an icon, so strong and straightforward. Do I have to ask? Is this girl your girlfriend? Shadow doesn't look too happy about this encounter. No, she's just a friend. The maid's face lit up. Oh my, what luck! Well, here. From me to you. The maid wrote on a piece of paper and added a phone number. I'm an icon. Thank you very much. And wrote on a piece of paper and added a phone number on it. She held it out for Shadow. He took it unwillingly. The maid smiled wide. Yeah, the atmosphere was really nice. Best of all, instead of getting decision paralysis with the menu, you could order the Valentine's Day menu. I always like that. I don't know. I like going places and like trying like their unique stuff, right? Like when I go to like a coffee place and they have like a like a barista's like special or something. I'm like, ooh, let me try that. It's usually pretty interesting. Well, not last time actually. It was one of the more recent times I did that. They put like orange zest in it. It was like a latte, and it was just, you know, it was whole milk, right? I think it was, maybe it was 2%. I don't know. It was regular milk. I would assume it was whole milk. And then, you know, just black coffee. And then they added like orange zest to it, and it was like a really interesting flavor. Truffle pasta, a lime and elderflower liquor cocktail, and a chocolate mousse dessert. Ooh. I don't know. When I was reading it, I was thinking like the lime and the elderflower was like part of the truffle pasta, so I was like a little confused. And then I saw the liquor, and I was, oh, okay, that makes sense. Have a good day and call me. The maid left the friends behind to leave the store. Shadow threw out the paper as soon after. He wasn't going to call it anytime soon. What a bizarre interaction. I know the flower's name in Romanian, but IDK if this is the English name for it. Lamau. That's fair. It was well into the afternoon. Shadow should have worn those fake glasses with the mustache and just as Leo and otato-VT. It's a pot of flower to make sweet drinks and stuff with. It was well into the afternoon now. Seems Amy spent the whole morning with Shadow. What a score. Shadow seems to be in a good mood. He was well treated after all. What do you plan to do with him now? Take him home? Shadow doesn't look comfortable enough to have Amy take him home yet. That's enough for today. I had a good time today. Thanks for coming out with me. No problem. There was more silence between the two. Amy looked nervous. Before you go, Shadow, I want to ask you something. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Do you think you can be my Valentine's? Shadow stares at Amy for a long time, his silence practically killing her. No. Do you want to pick another character? Yes. Alright. Okay. Chat. We're gonna go with the someone new option. We're saving this one for last. There's no way. I don't want to do it, but we're gonna have to. No one familiar? Okay. What is your name? Otato. Alright, there we go. We have Otato the Hedgehog, or whatever the fuck. You will have to do then. This part of the sim isn't complete, mostly because I'm too lazy to get this done, and you have a lot of options. A cunning linguist? Are you fine with this choice? If not, yeah, I'm fine. Now then, this mysterious hedgehog has someone to talk to. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, before you go, remember this, yeah, avoid making him unhappy. It was a sunny day in the fields of Green Hill. You have no idea how you got here. Some crazy explosion happened back in a chemical plant, and it must have sent you flying all the way here. Oh, that's me. Ouch, my body hurts. I need to find my way back to chemical plant. If you look around for any sign or direction you could follow, that would... Why was I in chemical plant? But it was just hills as far as you could see. Am I just like a factory worker, just slumming it at the chemical plant? Probably breathing in God knows what. I probably have like super mega cancer. I'm gonna get roboticized by Eggman. It was still day out as you continued. You felt hungry, really hungry. You quickly hold your stomach. You sighed as you neared a tree with some nice shading, but it seems it was currently occupied by someone. Someone black and red, in fact. Oh, it's Shadow. Oh, I just know Shadow. You recognize him. He was the guy that helped in the Eggman invasion some years ago. Maybe he can help you? He was relaxing on the tree. He wasn't moving, so you thought he might be resting, sleeping, or just laying there. No time like now to disturb him, but he looks so peaceful. Should you really bug him? That, or you got super mega cancer from being like a genetically engineered hedgehog or something? Oh no. Like you were literally born yesterday? Oh my god, yeah, I was grown in a vat. Grab his attention normally. You walked over to him calmly. It'd be rude to wake him up by doing something so sudden. As you bent over, you shook his shoulder gently to gain his attention. Shadow opened his eyes slowly. Hmm? Who are you? Hi, it's me, Otato, from the Eggman invasion, remember? Shadow grunts as he gets up from his perfect napping spot. You helped the blue hedgehog, right? Yeah, they kept calling me cadet or something. Good times. Shadow crossed his arms. Oh, is this like from Sonic Forces, like the rookie or whatever the fuck, right? The player avatar. What do you need? You got up and proposed an idea. Maybe you'd like to go out? To eat, of course. I'm starving. He gave you a look. You can't tell what it means. Where to, Otato? Where you? I can take him to Sonic. Oh my! A chili dog stand? A mall food court? I don't know. What option do you guys want to see? I feel like if I hold on. All right. Oh my god! What the hell? Why did you nuke that man's messages? What the fuck? Can I undelete those? Oh, unhide it. What? Why is... Oh, okay. I guess you accidentally hid this user from the channel? Oh. What the hell? I mean, I can see them. I can still see the messages. That's weird. How'd that happen? Do you like drop your phone on your face? I'm sorry, bro. What just happened? What did this happen? I just left the stream to boil some water. Must have fat fingered something. A million apologies. Dude, those all came at like once too. I don't know. There's some weird fucking shit going on. Anyway, oh man, what fucking... Don't worry, I believe I fixed it. Ah, man, alright. I did save, right? Okay, I didn't. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna go with Sonic. How about Sonic's? I blame YouTube. Can't believe Sonic came out with his own food brand. Why would I go to a fast food restaurant named and owned after the person I hate? Haha. Good question. Shadow and you then walk to the not so agreed destination. And here we are. Great. Shadow and you arrived at the designated place. This is the end for now. Okay. I don't want to say. I want to load. Sanic. Alright, load. Mall food court? How about the Chow Mall food court? They got everything there, so you can get whatever. Sounds nice. Alright. Shadow and you then walk to the destination. And here we are. There's just regular people here. Great. Shadow and you arrived at the designated place. Oh, wow, okay, this sucks. Cafe? How about a cafe? It's a bit far, but pretty close by. I think they came out with something new. Fine. Okay, it's the same place. And here we are. Great. Shadow and you arrived at the designated place. This is all it's gonna be, huh? And the dialogue is pretty shit. Restaurant. Not a restaurant, it's a bit far and pricey, but it sells tasty food. I'll notice your pain. Shadow, you fucking bum. And here we are. Great. Yeah, you arrived at the designated place. Alright. Chili dog stand? How about the chili stand? I think I remember one being around here. I guess it wouldn't hurt. Oh my, it's Vector? Vector, what are you doing? And here we are. Oh man. Oh god. I guess that's a spoiler for Sonic's path. Alright. Pick another character. Alright. The cunning hero. Interesting. It seems him and you won't have much to catch up on. Alright. Now that this mysterious hedgehog I just want to talk to. Blah blah blah. Avoid. Okay. Here's what we're gonna save. Because we're gonna try to piss him off as much as possible, and then we're gonna try to do it legit. I think we're gonna do it legit first, because I think pissing him off would be funnier to end on. You just came around from a nice long run. It was such a nice day. Who would turn down such a nice jog in the sun? Phew! Wow, it's me! I don't know what the fuck does Sonic sound like? Yeah, I love chili dogs! Phew! Nothing like some good footwork to keep the blood flowing. The blue hedgehog's stomach growled. It seems his stomach was trying to tell him something. Sonic chuckled sheepishly. I hear you loud and clear. Let's see if we can find a nice chili dog stand to satisfy the both of us. With that, he took off, but after a couple miles, he saw something black and red in fact. Oh, it's Shadow. He was relaxed under a tree. He wasn't moving, so Sonic thought he had to be taking a short nap. No time like now to disturb him, but he looked so peaceful. Did Sonic really disturb him? Oh wait, yeah, you know, we'll save here, that way we can not worry about rereading stuff. What's he do? I'll tap him a little. Sonic would have felt bad to disturb the other hedgehog's sleep. It's time to be the good person he is and wake him up. Why does Sonic have like this little like mark on his like chest here? Is that supposed to be like a scar? Or did like Sonic get like fucking cut? Was he in a knife fight? What's going on? Sonic walked over to the slumbering fellow and tapped his shoulder, causing him to slowly open his eyes. What are you doing here? Good morning, sleepyhead. I was about to grab something to eat, but then I saw you alone here in the hills. I went to sleep in peace. You sure you don't want to grab a bite to eat first? That'll look to be thinking. Probably came all the way out here without thinking of food. Sonic, sensing his hesitance, pulled him up and away from the shade of the tree. I know you wouldn't just agree with me, so I'll take you there instead. With a tug of his arm, Sonic pulled the grumpy Mobian away as he surprisingly allowed him to. Fucking Vector. Why is he just there? This is so shit. Ah, yeah, this is happening. Why do you say the most stupidest things? The most simplest actions? You know, you don't sound very intelligent there either, Shadow. Of course, Shadow and Sonic landed themselves nearby a chili stand, and who would have expected Vector to be its host? Whoa! Vector! Nice to see you, man. Hey, Sonic! I see you brought Shadow with you, too! Did you find the computer room? Nice to see you both! Again. Likewise, big guy. Sonic and Vector had a small catch-up. Apparently Vector is working towards getting a rein for Vanilla. How sweet. He then realized Shadow was starting to look bored, so he nudges him to gain his attention back. Time to start talking to him while Vector's busy. What? What should Sonic start with? Ask about him. So, what got you out here? I'm actually curious to know. It's none of your business. Aw, man, throw a bone, will you? It's just me, Sonic the Hedgehog. Gotta look like he was debating it before coming clean. Doesn't hurt to relax this one time. He's getting treated to lunch after all. Fine. I was coming back from helping Amy with her shopping and Sabrina Carpenter concert. For a small girl, she sure has a lot on her list. But I carried the most of it. Jeez. How much did she make you carry? All of it. All of it? All of it. Sonic whistled. Shadow's a strong guy, but I didn't think he was that strong. Last time Sonic tried, he nearly fell over. As soon as the two were finished, Vector was free to take their orders. Hey guys, sorry for the wait. Are you ready to... I can't... The Vector voice is too much for me, even though I'm the one doing it. You betcha. I suppose. Great. What did you buy? What are you buying? Let's go with all-out chili and spicy chili dog. Spicy like the Latinas. We'll have one all-out chili dog and one spicy chili dog. Not bad. You remembered I like mine spicy. Thanks. I don't know. You know, Sonic, you remind me a lot of myself. Minus the charisma and impressive cock. All right, I'll make that for you. I guess doing the Johnny voice, right, which I guess would just be a Keanu voice, would actually also work for Shadow, considering, you know, Keanu voiced Shadow in the movie. Just give me a couple minutes. Vector scooted back to the stand and worked away on the ingredients he needed to make the order Sonic and Shadow chose. While Sonic waited, he thought about how calm Shadow was being. Usually he'd blow off him. I think it's supposed to blow him off or tell him he's busy. Today must be a free day for him. Wow, today was getting pretty hot. The sun was beating on Sonic like no tomorrow. He breaks a sweat. Shadow looks at Sonic. You look hot. No, you can't say that. You look hot. Thanks. I think my complexion is coming out nicely. No. I mean, you look like you're burning up. What, can't handle the sun? You're practically in it all day. Whoa, whoa. Just because I run around doesn't mean I'm immune. I wasn't created by some alien overlord, you know. Shadow sighed. Yeah. Go sit in the shade if you can't handle it. No! Sonic in the sun for a couple more minutes. His muzzle was turning red and he generally looked like he was in pain. Sonic sighed harshly. I'm doing it because I want to. Not because you told me to. Shadow rolled his eyes, but seeing Sonic struggle was quite amusing. By the time they were done talking, Vector was done prepping the food. Hey! Food's ready! Eat up! Sonic didn't need to be asked twice. He grabbed the chili dogs in his hand and handed Shadow the other. He took it no matter what they picked. Sonic and Shadow spent the morning together, occasionally talking, and even Vector would join in when no one else was around. Shadow couldn't complain. The day was still nice after all, and even the sky was clear. He ate his food without much trouble. It was only a few minutes later when they were done. Time does fly when you're having fun. Vector chimed in. Before you go, Vanilla and I are trying to have a double date night soon. I'm sure she'd love the two of you around. Sonic looked at Shadow. Double date? Like, couple? Double date? Sure. Huh? Sonic looked at Shadow shocked for a couple different reasons. One, Big V over here blends in too much with the background. I didn't notice he was there. They just took his like render and like posterized it in Photoshop along with the background. He doesn't have like an actual like drawn sprite. Oh man. 1. He said yes? 2. To a double date? 3. He said yes to a date? Shadow takes notice of Sonic's outburst. His expression turns smug. What's the matter? Can't handle a simple date? What? No way. I can totally handle this. Hello? Hello, welcome to a disaster of a stream. Definitely better than you can. Is that a challenge? Sabrina Carpenter. It's no samurai, but it'll have to do. Greetings, Leo. Leo about Da Vinci? Is that a challenge, Faker? Is the sky blue? You're on. Sonic's heart was racing more than usual. This felt weird. The only time he felt this was towards Amy that one time. Thanks! You two are the best! See you two hedgehogs around! Bye, Vector! See you around. It was well into the afternoon now. Seems Sonic spent the whole morning with Shadow. What a score! Shadow seems to be in a good mood. He was well fed after all. What do you plan to do with him now? Take him home. Shadow doesn't look comfortable enough to have Sonic take him home yet. So, okay, that's just not in the demo, I guess. That's enough for today. Had a good time today. Thanks for coming out with me. No problem. There was more silence between the two. Sonic looked nervous. Before you go, Shadow, I want to ask you something. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Do you think you can be my Valentine? Oh, it's so cringe. Shadow stares at Sonic for a long time. His silence is practically killing him. Maybe next time. Okay, we're gonna load up the save. Now we're gonna do everything to piss Shadow off. Oh wait, fuck! I saved. I didn't load. God damn it. Where's that damned fourth Valentine's chocolate? Yeah, alright, I guess we'll just start over. There, we're cunning hero. Time to test his senses. Sonic changed his foot position, eyeing Shadow like a target. With a tongue sticking out on his closed lips, he zoomed past Shadow and caused a huge gust of wind into his face. Shadow's eyes snapped open. He didn't look too happy. What the hell? Aw, come on, Shadow. It's all in good fun. Damn hedgehog, I'll show you. Shadow immediately got up to throw his fist towards Sonic. Sonic looked surprised as he dodged from him. This went on for a while, but after 10 minutes, both of them were more tired than before. This is a waste of time. Geez, Shadow, talk about a morning grouch. I was gonna offer you a bite to eat. Shadow crossed his arms. Might as well after the trouble you caused. Sonic sighed as he got up. He motioned him to follow, more hungry than before. Shadow surprisingly complied. Okay, yeah. Alright, we'll skip all this. Talk about himself. Yeah, man, you should have seen the way I was running this morning. I was like zooming and spinning. I love feeling the air through my quills. You think I came here to hear you talk about yourself? You signed up for it as soon as you let me drag you here. I never agreed to come with you. The fact that you're still here tells me otherwise. So annoying. As soon as the two were finished, Vector was free to take their orders. Hey guys, sorry for the wait. Alright, yeah. Let's see. Extra chili dog. Now let's do 4 Shadow to pick. Actually, Shadow, what do you suggest? Shadow looks at Sonic displeased. He didn't feel like picking what to eat. We'll take this. He said it so sternly, maybe this wasn't the right choice. He also randomly picked chili dogs with eggs on it that reminded you of Eggman. Alright, yeah, that's all. Oh man. This is too much. It's making me cough. Alright. Food's ready. Okay, this is all the same. This is all the same. I'm busy. Ah, sorry, Rector. I just came. I don't know what game you're playing. Don't worry. This is a joke. Don't worry about it. Maybe Rouge and Knuckles will accept. I respect your taste. I promise this isn't my taste. It's ironic. It's a joke. Don't worry about it. Maybe Rouge and Knuckles will accept. See you guys around. Sonic felt bad he couldn't spend time with Vector, but it's no use asking to go with a no partner. Shadow, very interesting game. No, this is Tato slander. Shadow looked uncomfortable and started walking away. Sonic followed close behind. It was well into the afternoon now. Seems Sonic spent the whole morning with Shadow. What a score. Shadow seems to be in a good mood. He was well fed after all. What do you plan to do with him now? That's enough for today. I had a good time today. It's so educational. Educational. Kusoge Part 2. True! This is more Kusoge. I had a great time today. Thanks for coming out with me. No problem. Before you go, Shadow, I want to ask you something. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Do you think you could be my Valentine's? I'll give you a special chili dog. No. It's time to Delta, V. These Arasaka gonks are trying to get the relic. Oh my god. Oh, chat. I don't have any more Valentine's games. I feel like there's one thing I need to do after playing that. Miku needs help. True. All right, chat. There's one thing I gotta do after playing that. It requires a little bit of setup. So just give me a moment. Don't worry. In the meantime, we're here to talk. All right. How did you enjoy that? I knew it was gonna be painful. I said sometimes we have to suffer, but I wasn't expecting I wasn't expecting it to gripping. True. Grips you harder than the psych ward socks. You can put that in the reviews. John Shadows Valentine Dev. Kusuge. Itai. Okay. It's time for the moment of truth, chat. Hurt? Alright, let's see. Actually, I was surprised to hear your voice when I first came here. Oh, you were a man. No, not really particularly. My voice is unfortunate in that. But alright. This is what playing that. This is what we're here to do now. Ah, damn it! No! Take the expired medicine. Ain't no way we're backshotting. The gag was, you know, it's like I shoot myself, right? You know? There we go. That was it. That was supposed to be the gag. I just wanted it to be as comedic as possible. Oh man, see, it'd just be really funny if I just kept getting shot. Me on Valentine's for real, getting handcuffed and shot. There we go. Don't worry, this is a total Tato conclusion to Valentine's Day. Oh my god, this is such bullshit. The times I don't want them to be blanks, you know? Okay, come on. Hurt me more, Snake. There we go. Perfect. That's the gag. I too much health for that. You know, I do want to do a stream at some point. I should reinstall Resident Evil 7 because I just want to play the 21 mode. I think that'd make for a fun stream. Mostly because I love the voice lines in that. Right? The winner is Clancy, right? All that shit. I don't know why. Lucas Baker's voice acting is it's kind of the goat. Kind of the goat. Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna keep like having my throat die if I keep speaking. And now I just realized, I didn't start the recording for that entire playthrough for that. So when the VOD does get uploaded to the channel, I will have to cut it out of the stream. Thankfully, I did get Sucker for Love, so that's fine. That was the main event. The shadow one, I'm not really too concerned. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope you continue to have a good night. I'm probably going to go back to torturing myself with Ocarina of Time randomized. If you've been in the Discord, you'll see I've been posting a lot about that. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night. And bye-bye.